Steve, thanks. On average, Hamilton County says it has to keep tabs on about 3,000 people on adult probation. That's on any given day.
So now the probation department says it's going to reorganize the system that keeps track of them.
Mike Schell joins us now live in front of the probation office with the very latest on this. Mike.
Megan, at the core of the changes is a standardized state risk score. The director of the probation department says everyone will now have one, but not everyone is convinced that it will help. The director of the adult probation department says she stands by the risk-based supervision model.
Community safety is our highest priority. We would not do anything that will compromise community safety.
The model relies on a state scoring system that uses several factors like an inmate's criminal history to determine how much supervision he or she needs.
The open letter is just to address concerns that I have with mostly a lack of accountability.
Sarah Herringer says she had no choice than to become an advocate to monitor the adult probation department.
On June 4th, my husband was murdered in our home by someone who was in a PRC parole program and had gone AWOL.
Sarah's husband Patrick was stabbed to death in their home in Over the Rhine. Mordecai Black is the man who was on parole from a state prison and is charged with Patrick's murder after he cut off his ankle monitor and went missing for several months.
And there's no one who has more skin in the game than me at this point for wanting to hold these systems accountable for reform to make sure that this doesn't happen to another family.
Tiana Johnson says under the model, all the county adult probation field offices will be closed.
Right now, we have 12 officers assigned in the various neighborhoods, and that number will be reduced to 6 field officers that are literally assigned to nothing but field work, not case management of any sort.
Johnson says the other 6 officers will deliver what is called intensive services and serve as a backup for field officers conducting visits. Johnson says the probation officers will work out of 800 Broadway. Sarah Herringer says she is skeptical but hopeful.
To really make sure that this program is going to be effective, and again, it's not just a reorganization and optics that they're after.
We are not cutting back on services. We're not diminishing our presence within the community. In fact, what we are doing is stepping into a smarter, a wiser, more effective, more responsive approach to community supervision.
The probation department says the rollout of the new program will happen in 3 phases. Phase 1 is already underway. And Phase 3, where all the probation officers will work out of 800 Broadway, will be completed by September. Live downtown, Mike Schell, Fox 19 Now.